The boat, Astoria, was, I was in a dentist's waiting room, and I picked up Country Life magazine, as you do, in dentist waiting rooms, and there was this rather beautiful thing advertised for sale, and I called up the estate agent and went straight down and saw it. And I got it on a mad whim, really. Eventually the idea came that we could make a recording studio out of it, but it wasn't the initial idea. When you've spent your life in recording studios where there are darkened, windowless rooms, to be in a place like that where it's all glass, it's all windows, and you've got the beautiful river flowing outside, ducks and swans and people rowing past, it was magical. It still is a magical place to work.
Yeah, well, here we are on the story of the boat. This is extraordinary as a location, but it's a boat, and it moves, and noises come in, and there's ducks, and if you solo the vocal tracks on that album, there's birds on it and things like that. I mean, it's not a silent environment. The album opens with the sound of rowing, and it was just, it's like, it's unsurprising that idea came into our heads, really. And I just jerry-rigged a couple of mics and a little recorder, and somebody went out and rowed a boat down the river, so we actually made that. It is actually our boat, our river kind of thing. So, yeah, this very much became part of the fabric, and has done ever since. I mean, here we are still. I mean, it's a fabulous working environment.
I drew a picture myself of a room with a window and a bed which was empty, and I said to Storm, I'm thinking something about, this line from a song, The Vision of an Empty Bed. And I showed him this picture, and he said, yeah, okay, but how about we have 500 empty beds? And I said, show me. So they got down there to Saunton Sands and put all those beds up and took that picture, which took a massive amount of work and time, and hundreds of people having to move them all and then rush them all away again as the tide came in, and then rush them all back again and do it again. You always want it to be an iconic image that grabs people, and Storm was right in saying that my image could have been very nice, photographed beautifully and have been atmospheric, but maybe not as iconic as his take on it. Normally speaking, people would usually do that with Photoshop and with digital technology. Even in those days, there were ways of cutting and pasting and doing that sort of thing, but Storm absolutely wouldn't hear of it, ever. And it all had to be done for real. The reality of doing it the proper, right, real way does come across. I thought that we were going to make an album and that we were going to do a tour, and maybe after that we would reassess. We put some tickets on sale at the big stadium in Toronto, and I think 3 nights sold out in about 4 hours or something, so we thought, things are moving in the right direction, it's looking good. Rick and Nick on the 1987, 88, 89 Endless Tour were playing their socks off. They were fantastic. We thought, I guess it was in January 93, we would go into Nick's studios at Britannia Row, just the 3 of us, and just jam about and see what happened. So we did a week of that, and that started the whole ball rolling. We didn't use, in the end, that much of what we got to at that point, but it got us moving. We then moved to Astoria, the boat, and started working on songs in the way that you do. Through our time together, the process became more one person writing a song, turning up with it, and everyone working out how to fit what they do and learn parts for that song. But the process of the jamming at Brit Row allowed us to think that things could grow from a more organic start. It was really enjoyable, and I was so glad to have Rick there with his ideas and playing the way he did, and Nick being the perfect drummer for Pink Floyd. I mean, it felt so right.